Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. This is kind of one of those touchy-feely subjects that maybe I don't think gets talked enough about. And you know what? It's a Thursday. I thought, you know what? Let's just take on a really tough subject. Let's discuss us in business and what a heck of an adventure that this is. Okay, so when you guys are popping in, definitely say hi, because this was a hard subject for me to start digging into. Maybe it was because it was just recently the full moon, or maybe there's just some weird things going on there. But throughout my timeline last night and even today, I'm finding women saying, I'm exhausted, I am tired, my life is in turmoil. I really wanted to talk about women in business and the high touch, and you know what? And there's some words I want to start off with. So I want us to think about this. And as you guys pop in, I want you to actually give me some emoticons of the words that I'm going to say to you, and be honest and be true, please. Okay? Can you guys promise me you're going to do that? Massive action. I'm going to crush it. You know, momentous, huge, colossal. Women are going to roar. What does that really make you feel? Mash those emoticons for me. Show me. Show me what it means to you. How does that really make you feel thinking about those words, even typing those words, saying those words? What does that make you feel inside? Does it kind of make you feel like you're struggling potentially a little bit about the grain, like against the grain, I should say? You know, maybe not every day, but some days. I know for me, even to say massive action, I just don't got it. Sorry, girl. You're just not going to get my high-end game today. There's no massive action happening in this house, okay? Because it's very, very true. And I think this is important for us to recognize that we have many emotions within us. And that's what I'm going to talk about, the high touch and the touchy-feelies, because we as women, we go through this roller coaster, okay? And I'm not just talking about the roller coaster of life and juggling a job, chasing kids, taking care of the house, making cookies, doing what we got to do for our family. There's some days that life is a roller coaster. Would you guys agree? And then, you know what? We're going to add in something else. Let's just talk about hormones. Really. Let's just address the elephant on the table. When you don't want to crush it, when you don't want to have massive action, when you don't want to feel momentous, colossal, huge, immense, that's not us sometimes during the month, okay? So it's okay. I know this is kind of a crazy subject, but there's a lot of women out there, like I said, right after the full moon, that aren't feeling themselves, okay? So I think this is important to realize and remember that we have different things going on within our body, okay? And we need to acknowledge that, or we get really mean to ourselves. That's when the negative chatter starts going on. That's when you're feeling guilt because you didn't get something done, or you're feeling ashamed because you didn't follow through with something, or you're feeling frustrated because things just don't seem to be aligning. You had these goals and you're going to get them done, dang it. And it's like, what is going on? Why am I unraveling at the seams? Why? It's called the moon and the sun and the stars and hormones, okay? I really want you guys to, and this is something that I've had to do within my own internal life, but we have to, as women, as moms and homemakers and nurturers, we have to acknowledge and celebrate also the deeper woman that we are. And sometimes, we're not feeling like we're going to crush it. We're not going to feel massive action. We're not going to, and if you do all the time, those are like high male energies, and we're go, go, go. And, that's when you're talking about, getting things done and crossing it off that wrist, and you've got control going on. And, those are some male leadership styles. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the woman alpha here at the end, but we have both energies within us, at different times of the year. Not only during the month, but different times of the year, we as women have life patterns and cycles, okay? And I had to really tune in to how this was working within my family, because my husband works shift work, okay? He works days on and he works days off, and he works pure nights, Okay, so, I tiptoe around the house like a mouse, even though he tells me not to, but I love him, so I'm trying to tiptoe around the house, let him sleep. And I've had to learn how to work my business in patterns due to his work schedule. So, that's how I've managed to stay sane, but also emotionally, and then you add in the age and all those kind of things. But remembering that during those times of, you feel that testosterone running through your veins and you're going to get stuff done and you feel amazing, rock it, okay? And pattern, write that down. Take some time to reflect through your week and your month when you felt most powerful, when you felt most strong, when you felt that you were going to have massive action and then be able to crush it. And then on the other days, when you just can't rise up to that same bar, acknowledge it. Okay, maybe that's the time you need to do some introvert time. Maybe that's some time you just need to curl up on the couch with a book and take some notes, do some journaling, write some things down within your life, that so when that feelings comes back into your world, then it will be there. Because I think as women within business, we have to be a little bit understanding, and that's why I always stress so much we need to ask questions. Where is that woman's head at? When you're approaching her and she's reaching out to you, and then 24 hours she seems like a different woman, maybe there's some things going on in her world. Have some understanding, remembering that we have these different energies and these different life obligations. So that's why I really believe that being part of a tribe, being part of a circle, and having that creativity downtime where you can talk honestly, really, we need to be able to speak honestly with what's going in, because we need to be able to recognize and embrace what's going on within us and stop battling it and find something better and more productive to do with our time. So we're not feeling guilt or shame or frustration that we're not meeting a goal, or you didn't follow through with something, or something fell off your plate because you were just adding too much to it and things roll off. People drop the ball. We're human. I'm human. There's been mistakes that I've made. We need to be able to embrace and forgive ourselves ultimately so we can work forward in a happy way. Okay, so let's jump into some tips of how we can do that. So I've already mentioned at the beginning of one, which is mark down your patterns. Maybe on your calendar say, yeah, I feel amazing today. And then kind of cross-reference what's going on with the moon and the tides and the sun and the stars and your hormones, okay? So you can then add and take things off your plate on your to-do list, making sure that you have a variety of things on your to-do list, okay? So if you don't feel like doing that, you don't feel like doing a live video, or you don't feel like putting out some great copy, share something from other people's pages and edify them, enlighten yourself, and take a downtime. That's when you need to do some self-care and rejuvenate yourself so you can rise up and be ready and focused and not feeling guilty and not feeling depressed and not feeling frustrated and not beating yourself up, and you not beating up your team or your clients because, they're having a downturn and you're on the crush it mode, you're on the action mode. Because we know whether you're a guy or a girl, you are going to have burnout if you stay in massive action mode. I mean, that's why they talk about, 2-week boot camps or 60-day or 90-day plans, is because keeping up that harsh momentum against the grain of our womanly up and downies with the roller coasters, you can't do that. And you're going to beat yourself up. And when you beat yourself up, I don't know about you, but then I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. I just put my arms back and I just curl up and I go watch girl flicks and I cry and I read a book. I read fluffy books too. I don't even read the good ones. Nope, I don't. I need to back off and take some time and self-care me. And of course, you know what happens? Then I feel worse. Then I feel more guilty because I should have just listened to my body and my heart and my mind the very first time and done something else that I could be successful at, so I could feel productive, so I wasn't going to be stalling myself and creating this paralyzing and immobilizing, that's the word I'm looking for. So I can find ways to be productive, and so can you. But we need to take some time and reflect the patterns going on and acknowledge them, okay? Acknowledge them, okay? So I really want you to think about that for today and tomorrow. Okay, and so on the other tip number 3, which is set some fresh goals, and maybe make a plan. Maybe have another sheet of paper or another part of your journal that has a list of things that you can do when even you don't feel like you're going to do it. Okay, maybe it is a girl time, maybe it's a cup of coffee, maybe it's additional networking, maybe that's some special phone call time just to reconnect with your mentor or your sponsor or a special teammate. You know what, because usually if one woman's feeling this way, and we know this to be true, it's usually more than one woman that's feeling that way. So be attentive to your own inner voice. That's tip number 4 or 5 now. Be attentive to your own inner voice and avoid that self-criticism, okay? Don't beat yourself up on it. Forgive yourself, let it go. Think about next time being able to, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and then go forward, okay? And, you know, unless you've had a direct hand in some of those situations, it's not always your fault. So stop saying I'm sorry. I know as a Canadian woman, as a Gemini, I'm always saying sorry. Even if it's not my fault. It's like, oh my God, it's raining outside and the flowers died. Oh, I'm sorry. I had nothing to do with the weather. I had nothing to do with that hailstorm last night. And I'm always saying I'm sorry. So think about that. You know, take control of what you can and let the rest go. Okay? And tomorrow is a new day. The sun's going to set and the sun's going to rise. Know when you are in good go, 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 go mode, know that your downtime is going to come. And when your downtime is here, now is when you need to rejuvenate yourself so you can ramp it up again. Everything has its cycle, okay? The moon, the sun, the stars, us, okay? Everything has winter to fall, spring to summer. So recognize that within yourself and your business. Recognize that within other women within your team. And if someone's having a bad day, usually you know it's not about you, okay? So that's it for tonight. I don't even know how long I've been talking, but I had a whole bunch of notes and I wanted to share this out there because I don't think we really give ourselves enough of that, to acknowledge ourselves and know that it's okay if we're not crushing it every day. It's okay if we're not having massive action every day. Make an impact, okay? If you don't have a big boulder to make a great big positive ripple in the universe, drop a couple little stones and then call it good and go have a bubble bath or shave your legs or something like that, okay? So you guys have a fabulous night. You guys take care. Bye, guys.